Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out Starfield. Now, Starfield is technically already playable. If you want to spend $100, you might have already been playing this game because you could buy into a early access version of the game. It was available 5 days early, which means that you could have been playing it on September 1st, or just saying, you could pay like $10 and play it on Game Pass. And that's what I'm doing. So I will play it on the normal release date, which is September 6th, which is why we're checking the remaining marketing for the game out now. Now, this is not everything that's available for this game because the amount of marketing for Starfield is massive, and a couple of the videos are extremely long. There's like a 25-minute gameplay showcase as well as like the 45-minute long Starfield Direct. I did do a separate reaction to the Starfield Direct, and I will try to remember to leave a link to it down in the description below the like button, but that we have already checked that out. I do know a lot about the game, but there have been trailers that I haven't seen, and then of course ones as we've approached the release date, and that's what we're here to check out and just to kind of hang out and talk about Starfield a bit, because there's a whole lot of information already being shared about the game and a lot of expectations that are either being met or failed upon, and I'll talk about those a little bit after we get through the marketing. So we're going to go back to the initial teaser trailer back on June 13th of 2021, and then we'll work our way through the shorter trailers that are available for the game up to this point in time. So let's get started.
Constellation Starship Frontier, we have you on scanners. Performing remote systems check.
A brand new universe, 25 years in the making. Bethesda finally rocking a new IP.
We are still go.
They say, the wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast,
Such a cool looking
but that
gun.
we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
We reach your constellation.
This is all we've been working towards.
Jonathan route looks good.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure. Graviton loop array full check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Oh, I forgot that the game was delayed by damn near a fucking year. That said, oftentimes when these games get delayed, it is for good reason, and we've been seeing it pay off in a lot of ways. And I'll talk more about it when we get past some of these trailers. I'm just going to share some of the general ramblings and musings of the internet, some of the reviews that I've heard and seen, just in case you haven't. I won't share any spoilers or details. I'm going to talk mainly about performance, but I'll let you know. But so here is the first official gameplay trailer. Now, that last trailer was actually using alpha in-game footage, but, you know, that can be swung in a whole lot of ways.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. The wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there?
Fuck
You're
was
part
that?
of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever.
That was a really
This-
fucking sick trailer.
It's where we belong.
Like the tempo and momentum of that trailer was so good. Like it just really locks in your attention. It's fucking riveting. Yeah, Game Pass. I like Game Pass. Game Pass good. All right, this is the launch trailer. Notice there wasn't a whole lot of marketing because they're like, okay, that's not true. There's a shitload of marketing, but some of it was really, really long form. There was a 45-minute long direct dedicated to it. A lot of similar footage to the last one. Like, I think almost is the same footage in the same order. We just don't have the commentary. I lost my toy. Dropped it. Got another one. Yeah, it is the same trailer, just with different music and no commentary. It was longer, so it had some different stuff at the end. I don't feel like that one was as good because it was definitely clear that like this gameplay trailer was this was very carefully crafted, and this one was not. All right, this is the last one. This is a live action trailer. I want to go to space, the little girl says. As the spacefarer says, you can go to space. Realized a question I have that I haven't heard anyone mention in any of the reviews. I'll have to look. If I can Google it on the side. I was able to look up the answer to my question, which my question was, we see alien fauna in the game, which like we see, you know, like weird monsters on different planets and stuff, but we didn't see anything in terms of like an alien race that is like intelligent that you interact and speak with. And the quick little Google I said suggested that if they exist, they haven't been discovered yet, because there are over 1,000 planets that exist within Starfield. And so I'll talk a little bit about what I've seen just in case you might have a little bit of curiosity. So this is on Creative Engine 2, which Creative Engine is the engine that was used for Skyrim and Fallout 4. And this is the evolution of that engine. And apparently it's really, really good because people are reporting like almost no bugs in the game that they've experienced. Nothing major, no crashes, no weird twisty guys flying off into the sky, which for Bethesda is fucking unheard of, because there's been like it was like a meme of like, oh, we got a new Bethesda game coming out. It technically, you can buy it today, but you can't play it for 6 months, because that's how long it took for a lot of their previous releases to like not be broken pieces of garbage anymore, was like 6 months or so. And so, one, that's fantastic news because, man, normally Bethesda games are buggy, broken trash. Now, they've put a whole lot of time into Starfield. It's been in development for a very long time. And also on that same note, like, they did delay it by almost an entire year. And it sounds like that year was very, very well served. I won't talk about anything story-wise that I've heard, but what I will talk about is when it comes to some of the gameplay experience, you do have the option of being in third person or in, as we're about to see, in first person. And what I have seen people say is that exploring in third person is fantastic, but combat does not work at all in third person. They don't have systems built for third person firing, essentially, so it just is awful and trash and doesn't work, which is unfortunate. But apparently the first person combat is exceptional, runs really well, and is really smooth, which is really, really nice to hear, because like I really loved like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Those are cool games, but I gotta say, like, the combat in those games sucks, right? You just turn on VATs, dump all of your VAT points or whatever they were called into whatever is the highest hit target, or you try and random roll their head, and that's how you fought everything. They did a little bit better of a job of the gunplay in Fallout 4, but it still just wasn't quite there. And obviously Skyrim, we all just turned into sneaky stealth attackers because that was the only way to effectively kill absolutely anything in that game, was to put all your points into stealth and get 15x or 30x damage by attacking things out of stealth. And so that's not the case in Starfield, apparently, which is cool. I'm glad to hear that, because like, whenever we inevitably get another Fallout game, like, I would like it to play well, you know? And it's not just like, it's not that Fallout 4 played bad. It's just like, beyond the Bethesda wonder and magic of this world where you can pick up damn near anything and go damn near anywhere, the actual gunplay was still really frustrating. And when there's such a heavy focus on gunplay in Starfield as one of your main combat mechanics, I'm glad that everyone that I've seen has been reporting that it is very, very good. They said the third-person animations are fantastic, which is great. Just apparently the gunplay in third person is trash. We see them do a melee attack in third person, so maybe melee works well in third person. I don't know, but I've not looked into it too much. The other thing that I was curious of, and I'm very happy to see is the case, and I think, yeah, it's just a little bit past when he's shooting a bunch of people all over the place, is that there is also spaceship combat. Oh, why did you do that? So, and apparently this was the other question I had when we were watching the Starfield Direct, was I was like, man, please let the space dogfighting be fun. And apparently it's fun, which is great to hear. Everyone's reporting the game is pretty fantastic. It runs well. It looks pretty damn good. The reviews for like breaking down the visuals of the game is that it looks and runs really, really well. The only spots where it really falters is like there's a couple of random textures that are low quality, as well as like there's so many NPCs that the main NPCs that are like main vendors that you interact with a lot, or like story characters, they look good. But if you look a little too close at the NPCs that are like meant to fill in the crowd, you're like, oh, you're kind of a generic Andy, aren't you? And that's fine. Like, I mean, you're not meant to look too closely at them anyway. They're meant to make things feel alive rather than something that you're getting all up close and looking at and stuff. But that's Starfield. You know, I'm not like this brain-melting Bethesda fan, but their games are really cool and do some really cool things. And Starfield is taking everything that Bethesda has been doing for the last 20 years and pushing it even higher and even farther. And I think that's really, really exciting for us as gamers, because we've seen so many revolutionary, definitive releases in the last 24 months. Like everything from Elden Ring to Tears of the Kingdom to Baldur's Gate to Armored Core, like just these games that are just completely revolutionizing and completely changing the way that we look at video games, of like, man, look what is possible. And it's really, really incredible. And like, it's really cool to be around to see this, especially because like I remember growing up when, you know, we went from Nintendo to Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64 to PlayStation 2 and stuff, and all of those were such insane massive leaps in the fidelity of the games, right? Like we went from sprites to 2D to 3D to these living, breathing worlds. Like some of the stuff that was out on the PlayStation 3 was mind-bending and just completely boggling. And then we started getting into like the open world style of games. And like, sure, if you don't like open world, I totally understand, but it doesn't change just how crazy it was to see open world, right? And now really in just the last, you know, couple years, we've seen games that are like, okay, so we've kind of hit this peak in what we can achieve fidelity wise of what you're seeing. So now to like stand out and be unique, you have to really develop creatively. And that can be in storytelling, the way that we're seeing with games like a lot of Sony's first person games, like with God of War or The Last of Us, or it can be in like unique gameplay approaches, which I would put like Tears of the Kingdom in, or just like, what if we made like the best of the best when it came to a particular style of game, like Armored Core, I think is probably one of the best action games that you will ever play. Yeah, so it's just cool. And I think games like Starfield and Baldur's Gate are showing just how insanely massive and heavy quality you can push when it comes to these like really immersive RPG experiences. And that's excellent and awesome, and I'm looking forward to what's next, because so many games are feeling like the pinnacle of like this is peak game right now, right? To rattle off all those same games again, you know, Elden Ring, Tears of the Kingdom, Armored Core 6, Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2 is probably going to be absolutely insane. Street Fighter 6 is easily one of the best fighting games ever made. Like, with all, like, we are hitting just peak pillar, and it's like, what do we do next? Where do we go from here? Like, everyone is just cranking out masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece, and we have to, like, something has to come out, right? The companies still want to make money, so they have to have something next. And I'm like, man, good luck. I'll still be excited for new games, but the bar that everything is going to be compared to moving forward now, especially now that we just, it's really difficult to make games look prettier than the games that came before them, right? We can make them run better, I guess, but otherwise, like, we're hitting such a plateau, and so it's going to be interesting to see the gaming landscape in the next 5 years, because everything's going to be compared to all of those games that I already mentioned off. And I'm sure if you haven't already, you're in the middle of being like, you forgot about insert game, like whether that's Resident Evil 4 Remake or Diablo 4 or whatever, Sea of Stars, like whatever, right? Like, there's just this laundry list, and Starfield's going to be on that list as well, of just like this incredible series of games that all came out in 2023. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are on Starfield. Put them down in the comments below. If you've already been playing it because you bought into the early access, how you doing? How's the experience? Are you having a good time? Is there anything that you're really disappointed about? Is there anything that, like, you know, exceeded your expectations? I would love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so. Two? That's the old line. We're not on 2 places anymore. It used to just be Discord and Twitter, but now we're on Threads, Blue Sky, and Instagram. So find us. Leave a comment and let's chat. I would love to hear from you. But anyway, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching this video. This was recorded live on stream, so if you'd like to join us on Twitch, I'd love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.